Quick update. I went to the JT concert last Monday, Edmonton, Alberta. We were the first concert for him for 2014, which was kind of cool. His concert was freaking amazing. He sounds awesome live. Like, we were kind of sitting far away, but then when the stage started moving, I was just like, oh my shit, he's coming closer. And then we tried to zoom in and get a picture, but really, it's kind of unclear. But we know it was him, and we know that he was looking right at us. And, he just sounded amazing live. You guys need to check out his show now. Me and my friend Teresa actually spotted Jessica Biel from where we were sitting. My friend did like a creeper shot of her, tried to zoom in on her iPhone, which is like horrible quality, but we know she was there on that platform. I actually didn't know which one she was, and Teresa's like, oh my god, I see her. I'm like, I don't. But, yeah, she got like a creeper picture. Apparently, she found on Twitter someone else sitting closer was even more creepy and decided to get a really close-up picture. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool that Jessica Biel decided to come along on his tour and check out some of his concerts and help support him. Such a good wifey. What happened? Over the weekend, I went to Marmot Basin, to the mountains, with my boyfriend Travis for his birthday. Just a little trip, just the two of us, and the weather was amazing. And I was kind of afraid that it would be all ice and that the snow would be kind of melted, just because the weather was so nice. But the snow was good, much better than Edmonton, anyways, less icy. The first day started out good until I started getting tired, so sometimes my legs would not do what I wanted to do when I was snowboarding. So, funny story. What happened was Travis decided to take us along this narrow path. And I'm kind of iffy on turning just because I'm still a noob, but I'm like, okay, I could do that. So I decided to go down that narrow path with him, and at first I was doing okay, and then eventually we hit this area where they had to close off the regular path just because they had some racers going down. So they redirected us to this other area. And I'm like, okay, so far so good. Going down to this other area, and then realize there's two different paths that you could take. And they're both friggin' Black Diamond. I mean, I am not going down the Black Diamond pass. I looked down one of the paths and it was like so freaking steep. I'm like, no, I would die on there. So we went down. I told my boyfriend that we had to go down another path, right? So then he took us through the forest. So we had to walk through the forest, and the snow was so high. It was like up to my thighs. So we kind of had to, or I had to kind of crawl across so that I didn't sink into the snow, and I was so frustrated and tired by this point. So we finally made it to the other Black Diamond Hill, and it was like moguls where the skiers go down. So it's like all these little bumps. I'm like, I am not going down that. So what ended up happening was we both took off our boards and got on our ass and slid down the hill. People on the chairlift could see us and they're pointing and laughing, but I don't care. I don't want to die tonight. But other than that, it was a really good trip. The weather was beautiful. The mountains were beautiful. Good trip. Hey guys, welcome to my What's in My Makeup Bag tag video. I don't really carry around my makeup on a day-to-day basis, but I'll show you guys what I would have in my bag if I were to carry my makeup around. Things that I use almost on an everyday, day-to-day basis. And yeah, let's get started. Let's see, the first thing I have, starting out with the primer, is the Becca Matte Primer, Ever Matte Primer. I love this stuff. It keeps my face matte throughout the day. I got it, as mentioned earlier in my previous videos, I'm pretty sure I got a defective bottle because the whole spurt would come out when I try to squeeze it out. But other than that, it's a great product. It keeps if you're oily, it'll keep your face matte throughout the day. The texture isn't too heavy. If you put too much on, however, it can leave some dry flakes, but once you put on your foundation, you can't even see these little flakes at all. The next thing I have is the Arbonne CC Cream. I use this on a day-to-day basis because I found that I don't want to wear foundation every day just because it's so heavy. This gives me just enough coverage. It covers up my red spots and evens out my skin tone. It doesn't feel too heavy. It's made from organic ingredients, so it's great for, there's no harsh chemicals or anything in it at all, so it's actually really good for sensitive skin. Let's see, for lip balm, I like using the Fresh Rose Lip Balm. I actually like using the regular one, but I bought this one by accident when I thought I was buying the regular one. But it comes in this rose shade here, and it's actually not that noticeable on my lips. It's just my lips, but slightly enhanced by this reddish kind of color. But it definitely keeps my lips moisturized throughout the day, and it's a good base underneath any matte lipsticks in case I put on any lipstick. And who wants to see like dry, cracked lips? You gotta moisturize, girl. That is kind of at a random order now, but I like using the Leoeli Auto Eyebrow Pencil for my eyebrows. I got it in this gray shade here, and it makes your eyebrows look so natural, yet fill them in at the same time. It's a double-ended one here. On this side there's the pencil, on this side there's the spoolie, which helps comb everything through and makes everything just look way more natural. I find that using this, I don't go overboard at all. With other eyebrow pencils, I find that sometimes the way I apply it, sometimes I can be a little bit heavy-handed. But using this, it still looks natural, even if I go a little overboard. Let's see, my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Like, this is a freaking lifesaver. One time I forgot to use it. I had a feeling I was missing something. And then I got to work and I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, oh my god, I look like a zombie. Like, I knew I forgot something. This, good for all people and people that don't like to sleep, like myself. For my setting powder, I like to use a Cover FX translucent setting powder. It helps keep my face matte throughout the day, helps my makeup stay in place, and is translucent. It doesn't have that really weird white cast that a lot of translucent setting powders have. I've had this for a really long time, actually, almost a year, and I still have it. Going back to my Nude Tude palette that I got in my December beauty and fashion haul video. I've been using this pretty much every day. I actually only just on an everyday basis I use a black shade as an eyeliner because I don't like using liquid eyeliner on an everyday basis. I actually have it on right now, so yeah. I like using the more neutral shades for when I feel like putting on eyeshadow, but I go to work to the gym during lunch, so I'd rather not wear eyeshadow to the gym because I mean that's kind of overdoing it. I like the NYX matte lipstick in Aubrey. Yes, Aubrey. It's this pink shade right here. That's kind of like an everyday pink shade. It's not too bright. And it's slightly more pink than nude. I can't really do a lot of nude lipsticks because they tend to wash me out, but this is a good alternative. It's still pretty light. If you guys have any nude lipsticks that you would like to recommend, I'm all ears. I think I wanted to try Lady's Choice by Benefit when I was watching Beauty Soul Foods video. And I still have to try it out, but it looked really gorgeous on her, and I'll definitely give that a shot. For mascara, I like using It's So Big mascara. I got it in one of my Ipsy Glam bags way back when, and I didn't really start using it till a couple months ago, but it's been a lifesaver. It's making my eyelashes, it seems longer and more voluminous. And I apply this after I curl my lashes, and it just makes my eyelashes seem like endless. For blush, I still am sticking to my Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amour. As you can see, usually there's I don't know if you can see, but usually there's a little dome shape here, but I've been using it so much that it kind of flattened out, so I would imagine that I'm gonna hit pan soon. But it's this berry shade here that's perfect for the winter months. It's not too bright and not too dark either. I find that I can still use this in the summer months, even though it's slightly darker, but I love it. There's actually, when I use this, sometimes you don't even need a highlighter just because there's these tiny little sparkles in there that, don't worry, it doesn't make your face look like a disco ball. It's very discreetly sparkly, but helps. I find that it illuminates your face as well as gives it that blush that we all need. In terms of highlighter, I am still loving my Mary Luminizer that I got a couple months ago. There's absolutely no sparkles in it at all, and it's so pigmented that you don't have to apply a lot of this on your cheekbone. It's so beautiful. You just need to put a little bit on and it makes your face look like it's glowing. For my powder throughout the day, I like to use blotting papers, and then after using the blotting papers I'll put the Rimmel Stay Matte powder on just to keep my face matte throughout the day. I guess there's not much else you can say about it, but pretty much it. And lastly, I have this sample of the Jo Malone Nectarine Blossom perfume. This is my last sample, and I'm so sad about it, which I need to get more of this, but it's this, well, it smells like nectarines pretty much. I know it's more of a summer scent, but I like using it during the day in the winter just because my Flower Bomb by Victor Rolf, it seems a bit too heavy for during the day. It seems more of a night out kind of perfume, so I've been using this almost every day. And